Hello everybody. So we're back with another art video. Yeah, so this one I decided to draw Power Girl and She-Hulk. I was looking up action poses at first, but then I was like, yeah, these look kind of hard to draw. Yeah. So I decided to just try something different for once. Not every crossover has to be a battle, right? Yeah. So just Power Girl and She-Hulk enjoying themselves at the beach. Why not? They're both super powerful, strong. They don't need to prove anything, right? Yeah, they don't have to necessarily fight. I mean, I'll probably draw them fighting in the future, but for this one, they're just relaxing on the beach. Yes. So yeah, you could see. Oh yeah. So I looked up reference image for like just two women on a beach. So I did my best to like use the pose, and I did some slight modifications to the hands basically. Yeah, just very slightly. And obviously the women on the beach did not have bulging muscles. But yeah, gotta give them muscles because they're Power Girl and She-Hulk. So this one is longer because I actually took, after I recorded it, I saw the timer. It was like an hour and 20 minutes. 22 minutes? So yeah, like 82 minutes. I mean, plus or minus a couple seconds, probably. But yeah, yeah, this one took quite a long time. I when I was yeah. So you see, I tried to do the gesture thing, where just some lines and then some basic shapes for like the idea of the pose. And then this is with the sketch or the second sketch. That's where I try to um, draw in some more details. I mean, if you see the thumbnail, you'll see that it's not quite the same because I still modify it even after the basic sketch. I still modify it a couple of times in the line art and stuff. So this part I couldn't figure out like how to draw the outfit, because She-Hulk and Power Girl, they have, it's not like their costume is like a one-piece bikini. So yeah, so it wouldn't cover their thighs, right? Their legs. So yeah, I was like trying to figure out like what kind of curve, angle, direction should, their one piece be going. Yeah. So yeah, how convenient, right? They're at the beach. They don't even have to switch to beach clothes. Their costume is like a beach clothes. Yeah. They wear one piece bikinis to battle basically. Or I mean, I don't know what kind of outfit they normally wear. Is it leotard? I don't know. Spandex? But yeah, some sort of one piece. I definitely had trouble with the muscles, the arms, because normally I draw people with huge shoulders, huge biceps and stuff, but that's when like they're flexing, right? But now they're kind of in like a relaxed position, so it should be like longer and not wider, thicker, because when you flex, it becomes that huge arc. Yeah. So yeah, so most of the time I draw like the characters flexing and stuff. So it makes sense to draw huge posing muscles. They're in a more relaxed position, so I try to make it just like less huge. But I don't know. I still feel like I should have made them bigger, but I didn't want to draw them too big. Yeah. And I was like trying to figure out like where the lines, like the collarbones, clavicles should go. So I drew in like more the shoulder, even though it would be hidden underneath the hair and the hands. Yeah. So it definitely helps to. Well, I felt like it helped to draw in like the shoulder lines and stuff instead of just randomly drawing them. Yeah, I made the legs bigger too, thicker. Yeah, and yeah, you could see I made her head bigger, both of their heads bigger, because it looked a little bit too skinny. I don't know. And it makes She-Hulk even bigger because she was a little tad bit smaller than Power Girl. And here's where I finished most of the line art, and then I started drawing in the background because, you know, they're in the beach. But I still felt like some parts were not big enough, like their legs and their feet. I mean, it makes sense they're supposed to be small because it's in the background, but it still looked a little bit too tiny. I don't know if this is better or not. I hope so. But yeah. And you can see I'm like trying to figure out the posing, like comparing the size between the two characters. And then I made Power Girl's arm slightly bigger. I still feel like it needs to be bigger. Yeah. So you see I expanded the forearm a little bit. And yeah, expand her arm in general. And then like modified the hand a little bit to make it look more convincing that's, you know, resting on top of the other hand. Like there's a bend. So I did make the forearm bigger. I mean, the bottom half, the second half, but the first half, like it's still, I don't know. The wrist area, like, I don't know. I mean, the wrist is smaller than your forearm, so I guess, or whatever. There's two bumps on the sides. I still don't know the muscle groups, but yeah, like the upper forearm, closer to the wrist, still look kind of small. Yeah. So I did change her lip to be a little bit smaller because I felt like it was comically huge. I mean, that's normally my style, but yeah. So really, at this point, I'm just doing the line art. I think yeah, I just had some trouble with the toes, trying to figure out how to make it look more realistic looking. And that foot, yeah, I noticed later on, it was way too small. I mean, the leg, the foot is fine, the leg is way too small. And I added some curvature to the feet. This part you'll see very soon enough. I messed up the toes. It's like all flat. Like, yeah. So I decided to, you know what, let me fix it. Or try to fix it. Drawing a slight curvature, and there. Sort of fixed. And I forgot about her other hand, her and the gloves. And then She-Hulk was like, wow, the forearm's way too small. And I made it like 1 centimeter bigger. Not much of a difference. Probably should have made it bigger. Yeah. So the pose in the picture, I'm not quite sure what's happening with her fingers, but yeah, I did my best to replicate it. You can only see one fingernail. And yeah. On the other hand, now I'm noticing it's a little bit too small compared to the other hand. But yeah, these things happen. Yeah, I think this foot is a little bit better. Maybe. I don't know. Added in the fingernails, it made the thumb a little bit bigger. Don't like how that hand turned out, to be honest. Yeah. And I I think the hair is alright. There's not much detail to it, but at least the idea is that they're resting on her shoulders. So there's some slight curvature to it. Messed around with their face, the nose, eyebrows, and the hairline adjusted a little bit. Slight ear detail, and that's basically it, right? I don't know why I even cared how straight the beach line was. Yeah. You can see I always mess up. I always forget a line. Yeah. So that's basically it, right? Now we're just finishing touches, the color. I colored in the background first, so that way I know which parts, like the teeth and eyeballs, that I need to color in, so I don't forget later. Yeah. So hopefully everyone enjoyed this video. Not much to say at this point, except for, you know, I adjusted the neckline. So in in the comics, the costume goes all the way up to their head or something, or really high in the neckline. But I decided, let me lower it a little bit. Yeah. So that's basically it. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, this kind of pose. Maybe more like this in the future, kind of like a pinup thing. So thank you for watching. Until next time. Bye bye.